spicy hot. Everybody knows it's spicy hot. Spicy hot. African meal is spicy hot. Nude cuisine. Nude cuisine. Nude cuisine. Nude cuisine. With Kevin McCoy.
Hi everyone, this is your boy Kevin McCoy, the Nude Cuisine chef, and we are bringing you the hottest and the sexy Nude Cuisine show ever.
Okay, I think we had enough of this.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Dewlon and I'll be your guest on the Nude Cuisine show, rocking my Nicoline GH shirt. And we'll be cooking some curry today. Join us. So, as you guys can see, we've got all our ingredients here that we'll be using for a basic curry. So we've got our hot chili spice here, we've got our turmeric, and then we've got some cooking oil, salt, cumin. So you can see we've got two types of cumin here. We've got the ground cumin and then the whole cumin. It's best to use both because both textures of cumin adds different flavors to the curry. Then we've got coriander here, and we've got garam masala, anise, curry leaves, bay leaves, and then your normal onions, tomatoes, and chicken. You can change it. If you do not eat chicken, you can add lamb or beef, whatever your preference is. And then we'll be having this curry with rice on the side. That is also your choice, whether you want to have some rice or bread or roti like most Indians would have it. So guys, I've explained what we'll be using today for our curry, but before we start, let me call my assistant chef, Cal. Calvin, where are you?
This is the assistant chef.
My amazing assistant chef.
And the funny thing is we are matching.
Yes, I love your trousers.
Yes, it's actually made by Nicoline GH from Ghana. Yeah, it's a big, like one of the biggest fashion designers we have.
Wow, as you guys can see,
it's really look good on you.
His shirt.
So what are you cooking for us today?
So I'll be making a basic curry.
Curry?
Just a basic curry,
Okay.
any curry that anyone can cook, very easy.
Ooh, okay.
It does not take very long to prepare. However, a curry is about the spices.
The
that you
spices.
use.
That's why I
A
can
curry
see
is
different
not a
spices.
curry
I've
without
never
the
seen this one
spice.
before. Like there are so many spices here that I've never seen before. But we have different types of curry
Yes.
food. Or okay.
Definitely, you do have different types of curry. However, the spices always remain the same.
The spices.
The
always.
spices is the foundation of
So what
any
makes
curry.
it different if the spices are the same?
The meat, the vegetables that you'd use, what
Okay.
you have your curry with, whether you have it with the rice, the way you prepare it. You
Okay.
can prepare curry on the stove, you can prepare curry on a fire. Whereas, as you guys know, would you like me to tell you a bit about the history
I
of
really
curry?
want to know, and my fans will also want to know, and your fans will also want to know how to make curry.
So
Yeah.
curry, Indians were brought to South Africa as slaves.
Okay.
You know, many
Yes,
moons
we
back.
learn history. Yes.
And they were brought as slaves with the Dutch. So the Dutch and the Portuguese traveled all around the world to India to get spices. So they've obviously brought Indians along with them as slaves to work in the sugar canes in South Africa.
Okay.
And that is why today we have a city called Durban with the highest population, second highest population of Indians,
yeah.
other than Mumbai.
Yeah.
So yes, Indians have been in South Africa for a very long time, and you know they've become. That's why we have South African Indians.
Yeah.
So we have our curries, but the way of preparing the curry, we could prepare it in a South African style called potjiekos. Have you ever heard of something called potjiekos?
Potjiekos.
Potjie.
Is it in Afrikaans?
It's Afrikaans.
Oh!
It's Afrikaans. But we all South Africans refer to it as potjie.
There is no word in. There is no word in Afrikaans that in Afrikaans that I can pronounce it. My tongue doesn't like pick it up.
It's all about the and the quick and the.
We don't have it. And especially where I'm from, we suffer from the R and the L.
Oh,
so if there's
right.
any word that comes with R and L, like I suffer a lot, like poki.
But what poiki?
Poiki.
Yes!
Oh,
Well done.
That's
so
great.
yes, so we would a poiki course is when we prepare food
Okay.
on the fire.
On the
So
fire,
you would have
okay.
like a bonfire with your family, and you guys would
Oh.
have this little big pot and just put everything in
Everything.
there. And what's nice about poiki course is that the fire adds a smoky flavor to the food, which you do not get on the stove. But no worries, we're going to cook an amazing dish.
Okay, because we are in the 21st century now and everybody is using a stove and all that. But people still use bonfire to prepare food.
Yes, it's a part of our South African culture. We enjoy cooking over fire, even our barbecues, our braais.
Right.
So on the weekend we'd have a braai and we'd come
Oh.
together, socialize.
That's
It's also
great.
a way of interacting with people, getting to know people, and
Culture.
also building relationships. It's
Wow.
South African culture.
That's one thing I like about the Nude Cuisine show. We always learn something new. We bring this is the only show you can get this thing from, Yeah. So
But before we start, let us wash our hands first because hygiene is always important.
important.
In the kitchen.
Good. So it's time for us to clean our hands. You are dabbing. Should I dab also? Or should I just
It's just a better way of drying your hands.
Okay.
So we are.
When you first came to me, I ran away when you called. But somehow you captured me as I dug my nails into the floor. You broke the walls and how they fall for you, babe. I can't dig in paths and mazes. Baby, I was tired. Baby, I was scared. Baby, I was tired. Baby, I was scared, but now I realize don't wanna die denying myself of your love. I said I don't wanna die denying myself of your love. Gotta stop dancing in the night, 'cause I am drowning in the night. Gotta stop dancing in the night.
So you've put all the spices inside the bowl.
Yes.
The pot. Sorry.
I have, because we want all our spices to simmer together and sort of create a union. You know, we
Okay.
don't want a little bit of chili on the one side and masala on the other side. We
okay.
want a happy reunion. We want.
A happy reunion, you say.
Yes.
That means where I am from, when we are cooking, we don't put the spices together in one pot. We wait for like 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 minute before we put the other spices inside. But this is something different. It smells good. Oh my god.
You get that?
It smells good. Wow. Wow.
That
I can't wait to
is-
taste it. Yes.
Our curry.
Wow.
And we would let it simmer just for a little bit.
Okay.
We want it to dry out, but before it dries out, we are going to put a teaspoon of garlic and ginger paste.
Okay. We have a teaspoon there.
Yes, let me just get it. So why I've kept my garlic and ginger paste sealed.
I was just about to ask you why you've sealed your garlic and ginger paste, because most often we open it and just, put it
No.
inside. But why do you seal it?
To contain the moisture.
The moisture.
So
Right.
we still want that moisture in our paste, you know?
Right.
We don't want it too dry.
So what's next? Is there
our
anything?
tomatoes.
Our tomatoes. Okay.
Yes. So what's nice about the tomatoes is that it reduces the amount of water you put in because of the tomato juice.
Okay.
So tomato juice is very important. Our tomatoes are a bit big, but that's okay.
Okay.
So now we're creating a curry sauce.
Curry sauce.
So that when we add our meat will be able to soak in all of that flavor.
Okay. So tell me, what's your favorite top 3 Indian foods?
Lamb curry,
Lamb curry.
biryani.
Which one is the biryani?
Biryani is the rice, Indian rice.
Is it a basmati? I know we have basmati.
We do prepare it with basmati rice, but it's very different. It's prepared differently. It contains similar spices,
Okay.
but the spices are added differently.
Oh, okay.
And
your
we
third
add
one?
lentils to it. And then my third one would... Could it be a dessert?
A dessert. So
We've all got a little bit of sweet tooth, right?
Now, you've already mentioned your top 2, so let's add a dessert to it so that you can.
Suji.
Which one?
Suji.
I don't know
It's,
suji.
it's
Oh my god, I really need to know a lot about.
You need
Oh
to
my
come
god,
and
like,
visit
oh my
my
god,
family
I have to-
home.
Oh my god, I want to
And-
come.
Have some suji. It's amazing. Sujis
Suji.
are warm dessert, so it's great to have in winter. It's a rice. You can prepare it with the rice or with spaghetti,
Okay.
and we cook it with milk. We
Wow.
prepare it with milk.
I think you should bring that suji desserts on the Nude Cuisine shows some other time.
Definitely, I'd love to. I'd love to feature.
Suji, I would love to taste suji, yeah.
So we would wait for our tomatoes just to soften up before we
Okay.
add our chicken, and then that is it. Let's wait
Okay.
for our tomatoes. Okay, so our tomatoes have softened up. I'm going to add my chicken. So I've decided to use drumsticks because everyone uses drumsticks. And the goal is to let the chicken soak up all the flavors.
Okay. So now you've put in all your drumsticks inside one pan.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll just stir it a bit so that my chicken can soak.
Why
it
did you
nice.
choose drumsticks?
Well, it's
Why
easier
drumsticks?
to prepare,
It's easier
and it
to
doesn't
prepare.
take as much time.
The drumstick doesn't take much time.
Yes, to cook.
Oh.
Hence why I've chosen some drumsticks. So while my drumsticks are simmering, this will give me time to prepare my rice on the side. But then while my meat is in, it's best to add some salt last.
Salt?
So the goal is to not add salt before. It's better to add the salt after your meat, because you want your salt to sort of add flavor to
to
the
it.
meat, to whatever meat you're using as
Okay.
well. So we can work with, sorry about messing, guys. So we don't want to use too much, but a handful for the whole pot, because it's quite a small pot. And we're using fine salt, so it shouldn't be too bad. So just a little bit of salt in the palm of your hand. I've got a small pot though, which
Looks
makes
like
it
my
very
palm is
helpful.
big, yeah.
Yeah, so if Cal had to do that, oh god, we'd have a very salty
Yeah.
dish. But as time goes by, you can continue tasting your food, and if you feel it needs extra salt, it's all up to you to add more salt,
Okay.
depending on your taste buds. So while our chicken cooks, we'll then prepare our rice on the side.
That's the thing.
Okay, so we have chosen to use basmati rice.
Okay.
Basmati rice is preferably used for Eastern cuisines.
Okay.
The grains are very different, as you can
From
see.
the ones that we use.
From the normal rice.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's advisable to use
Basmati.
rice for any Eastern cuisine, whether it's
Okay.
Asian or Indian or
Okay.
India is in Asia,
It's
but
Asia, yeah.
any Asian cuisine,
Okay.
then basmati rice is definitely the way to go. So I'll be adding my rice
Inside.
in the pot, and then add a pinch of salt with a bit of water, and then
Okay.
we'll put it to the boil. Let's add 2 pinches.
Pinches small.
Maybe 3. This is a lot of salt.
This
is a lot of
and your
rice.
hands is very little, so
I've got very small hands, so I can afford to do
Yes.
that. However, if you are unsure of your measurements, it's best to measure with a teaspoon.
A teaspoon,
It's very
okay.
easy, very affordable. Everyone has teaspoons in
in
their
your house,
homes.
yeah.
So use for every cup, you use a teaspoon of salt.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, that's it.
She's the chef. And she's taking over. And you know, she's giving you all the details to prepare a very good, sexy curry meal at home. All the way from India. This is Indian recipe. So chef, can carry on.
And yeah, let us prepare our rice. This is the evidence when you like when you're about to like eat.
So we are done. You know, when food is getting ready, you're always happy. You know, you want to taste it. But when it's still on fire, I'm really hungry. Like, I can't really.
We are so hungry, guys, and the smell, the scent is just
It's everything.
it's like just getting my stomach.
Yes.
So yeah, guys, we've got our curry and our rice, and we are just waiting to
So
eat.
the name for this meal is
Seasonal chicken curry
chicken curry.
Yes.
With rice
with
on the
rice,
side.
with basmati rice on the side.
On the side. Yeah, that.
This is the evidence when you like when you're about to like eat.
So we are done. You know. So guys, food is ready, and I love to taste. Oh, hear me taste. So this is a very nice meal from India by our sweet chef here, sitting right beside me, and I'm about to taste it. So I'm not doing a lot of talking today because she was the chef and she was explaining everything, and she gave us details about the food she prepared, which is the curry chicken. So, chef, over to you.
So yeah, well, as we explained earlier on, I made a simple curry chicken. You guys would see salt here. The reason why there's salt, because I did not add too much salt to the food, because not everyone likes salty food or enjoys salty food, and some people prefer more salt than others, hence why there's more salt here, just in case one of us prefers more salt. But it's a very simple dish. It's good for dinner, and on a weekend when you want to have a meal like curry for lunch, it's advisable to have something like for dinner.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and dig in.
Sure, dig in. I love to dig in.
Dig in.
This is so nice. You can also try this recipe at home. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Koi Fitness. If you're having a problem on finding me on YouTube, kindly visit my Instagram account.